Okay, we got there in the end. We're live, I believe. You'll have to let me know if we are or we're not. And hopefully we get a couple of people viewing. Would be nice. Okay, right, so the stream should be up and rolling. Afternoon, everybody. Matt, back again with the 30° north on a glorious sunny afternoon in southwest England. Going to be changing this servo on the 30 today and giving it a little run, or start up at least. Missing my two-stroke, so I need to get my two-stroke fixed. I'm praying the servo horn is going to fit. It should do. If not, I might have to end the stream and go for a rummage and post the rest of it later on. But nice easy job this one. It's not the steering servo, it's the throttle servo. No reason for it to have given out that I know of. It worked absolutely fine at Bashfest in May. Brought it home, put it away. A friend of mine gave me a new pipe because the bracket on the 30° north exhaust pipe snapped clean off underneath it on the weld. It must have been about a couple of mil thick. All the vibrations and that just snapped it open. So he gave me a genuine Lossy 5 pipe. So fitted that, and I went to test it and run it. I started it up, the throttle and brake servo just wasn't working. Went through the radio gear, went through everything, couldn't fathom it out. And I left one of my radio sets at Bashfest. So I believe it's in the farmer's farmhouse. So I'm hoping I can get that back in August, because I'm just using a cheapy little, actually I don't even know where I've put it right now. It's in the kitchen. I'll have to go and grab that, because I went to go and do this live earlier and then remembered I'd forgotten my battery. Obviously being a LiPo, I don't keep them at full charge, keep them at storage voltage, 7.7, 7.8 volt, 3.7, 3.8 volts per cell, sorry. So I just whacked that on fast charge, give it a quick fast charge, because I'm going to need to center the servos up, make sure that all the controller settings are correct so that I've got the throttle in the right place and I ain't got it on plus 30 or something on the throttle trim, or negative 30 on towards the brakes, because the servo's out of alignment. So we'll get all that centered up and put in place as well. So bear with me just 1 second. I'm going to run in and grab the controller, and then we'll dive into this, take the shell off. So yeah, have a little look at it while I'll just go and grab the controller. Oh, there we go, back again. Sorry about that. So yeah, at the moment, luckily, I had a spare Etronics controller, very basic budget 3-channel controller. I need the 3-channel because I've got kill switch on this as well. So luckily I had that knocking around. Didn't hamper me too much leaving the radio set at Bashfest, but that was a silly mistake to make. So right, yeah, let's dig into this, get the servo swapped out, and hopefully we'll give it a little blap up and down this quiet little lane. As you can see, it's still caked in dirt and dust from Bashfest. I haven't really shown it much love. Still got a bit of dirt on the air filter there from Bashfest. I'm not sure you guys can see it all right there, so let's bring it in a little bit closer. There we go. Right, so let's change the angle there for you people. 1 second. Right, now you can see what's going on. I know you got an understanding of what I'm going to be talking about. Sorry about the head in the way there. Just get the old toolbox out of the way. There we go. Right, so throttle servo. Sorry, I'll start correctly, shall we? That's actually the steering servo. Right, so throttle servo is this one here. So nice easy job on this. 4 little Phillips screws in the top of this servo here. One looks like probably a 5 or a 6mm nut. and a screw with an Allen key by the looks of it. I'm not sure what the nut's there. Maybe that's just a little spacer for some reason. I think the bolt might have been too long when the bloke put this in. Radio tray at the front. We're going to need to pop that open because that's where our servo is, which I left unplugged when I was checking it last time. Because obviously I had to put new radio gear in it to make sure it was working. And I swapped servos around on the channels to make sure the channels and the radio gear were working, and they were spot on. It was just that servo there was dead. So we're going to have to feed that wire through. And there's the kill switch. Pop that back in there so we don't lose it. I've got a habit of losing things. Okay, so nice and easy job. Got the bushings and the little collars in on this servo here, which is going to make it very quick and easy to change. A big thanks to my mate Adrian, who hit me up with a servo. He had one kicking around. We're heading out for a bash next Sunday, so that'll be the 22nd of June. This Sunday's Father's Day. So big shout out to all the fathers out there. Hope you get out to enjoy your toys as well, guys. Right, let's put those down so we don't lose them. Now, I've got a funny feeling that nut there is just a spacer. That's going to be quite a tight one to undo. Let's see what happens. There we go, lovely. Spin that out, I'm guessing. I don't know, it wasn't that, well, it might have been. Should have been alright, to be fair. So I'm not sure what's going on there, but hey ho. Right. Let's have a look here. Have I turned the comments on? Because I can see we've got people locked in. But let's have a look. Have we got the chat turned on? Live chat. There we go. All messages are showing. Right, so let's try again, people. If you're locked in, do give us a shout and a hello. What did I just do with that? See, now this is what I was talking about, losing stuff. I literally just had that screw and now I've lost it. There it is. Cool, that's a way to find. No, that's not the one. Oh, there it is. I put it down in the fuel tank. Why didn't you tell me? Come on, you can see what I did with it. You're watching. Why didn't you tell me I left it there? The comments are on now, guys. You can answer back. So anyway, silly me, found it. Right. So now we can take that off. We don't have to change all the brake linkages or anything. Pop the servo out. You all right, dude? Yeah, just on live YouTube at the minute, mate. Oh shit, nice. Just live streaming on YouTube. Oh shit, on YouTube? Yeah, it's just live at the moment. Oh, sorry. Yeah, so I'm trying to tell you. Nice. That's it. My mate's just driven past or walked past and he's had a quick look. Hi, YouTube. Hello, YouTube world. So yeah, we're just changing out the servo on it because I don't know if you can hear. Yeah. Something's gone array in there and it's not working. Do you know, I never noticed it was rattling before, but that's interesting. Might be able to repair that. I have to open it all up and have a look. Yes, you too, mate. Nice to see you. Right, in a bit, bye. Catch you later. Right, just trying to fiddle out this wire through the little hole that we've got in the radio box. I think I might be getting caught on the back of another wire there. Come on. That's a pig. Well, we've got to turn up. Which way round is it? It's that way. Such a turn. Do you know what? I'm going to make my life a bit easier. I'm going to take the switch out, which is a couple of bolts, Allen bolts here. which give me a bit more access into the radio box then, and I'll be able to reach it. All going well. We'll do a little startup on this as well, like I said. There we go. That give me a bit more space. I can see now. Look, there we go. Look at that. Straight out the hole. But yeah, have a listen, guys. There's something rattling around in that, so that's unexpected. We'll open that up and have a look. That's a 60 kilo digital servo. I don't know if the camera's going to focus because of the light. There we go. 60 kilo digital servo. DS5160 SSG. But rattling. How bizarre. I'm puzzled. I want to rip that open now, to be honest with you, but I've got things to be doing, really. I'm not sure I've got the time. Right, so this is the new servo we're fitting. As you can see, jumbo sized. It's just, yeah, it's a Spectrum 906 servo. It's not the world's greatest servo, but it's still a good servo. So we're going to try putting that in. Just put those bolts down there before I lose them, like I do with everything. Let's have a look now. Where do we want to be? We want to be that way around. So we're going to feed the wire back through into the radio tray. And this is always fiddly bits that take the time, isn't it? Try and line up a little tiny plastic plug. And you've got big fat sausage fingers with a tiny little hole. That's what she said. So yeah, right. That's in. So yeah, we've got that in there right now. She gonna fit? God, it's a little bit bigger. Oh no, hang on, come on. You can do it. There we go, there's a good girl. Right, straight in there like that. Right. I'll take the bushings out. So for those of you that can't see, there's a little brass collet, okay, which sits in the rubber ring. Once you put the brass collet in, you can't take the rubber out. So there we go, there's the rubber and there's the collet. And it's just it's like a damper, a vibrator. So it helps stop. I've lost it now, I swear to God. Oh no, what did I do with that? Can you see it on the camera, people? Because I damn well can't. So I've lost one. Is it worth pursuing? Probably. I still want to know why that's rattling. I really want to know why that rattles. And I'm still looking on the floor. Bear with me. Oh, I know it couldn't have gone too far. Let's have a quick look down here. I heard it hit this, heard it hit that. And I found it. Check it out, people. Right, so yeah, there we go. Rubber. A little rubber collet. Right, so we'll pop that one down there. Take the others out quickly. So, wonder where you're all locked in around the world this time. Last couple of live streams, we've had a few people locked in from Germany. Arizona, of course. There are a few hours. Quite a few hours. It's got to be midday-ish over there in Arizona right now. No, probably, where are we? 4 o'clock UK time. So yeah, it's probably at 10 o'clock in the morning over there, I reckon. But, bless my mate Chris, he phoned me up earlier as well. Struggling that King Motor 30 I gave him. We got it running and working. And now all of a sudden we can't get it started. So tried to diagnose it over the phone, but it's very, very difficult to do. Very difficult to diagnose over the phone. But we gave it a shot. Anyone want a rattle? Oh, what is... The thing was dead. It was not that it stripped a gear, it was dead. So I wonder if like the electronics have fallen off the circuit board or something. That's so peculiar. Goes to show how rough Bashfest was, wasn't it? Hey, let's be honest. There was the bottom corner, there was a divot. And I tell you what, I went round that in the Baja at one point, and I went round it slightly sideways, and it was like hitting a brick wall. The thing just dead rolled. And then it's where all them big ball boys, especially Ashley, yeah, little lunatic. All right, they was all lining up down the back straight, and every time they nailed the throttle from the start, they dug this hole in, and they were throwing rooster tails of dirt up behind them. But yeah, no, I say I hit that hole, and for those of you that have seen the videos on Bashfest, you'll see what I mean. By the end of the weekend, you could have laid somebody in it and buried them. Honestly, it was that deep. But afternoon, people, locking in. Hopefully the comments will come up on the screen. I know there's a few of you there. Chat is turned on. Knowing me, I'm probably missing them as they're scrolling by because I'm doing it while I'm looking at what I'm trying to achieve here. There we go. Right, so that's the little rubber grommets pushed back in on the servo. So like I was saying earlier, they're like a damper. Helps reduce vibration, which is supposed to stop breaking your servo. So crumbs knows why that one's rattling. But that is really peculiar. All right, so now we've got the rubbers in, we can pop a little brass bushing through. Screw the servo down. Well, before we screw it, actually, I don't think my mate would have given me a dud one. But before we screw it down, we will check it actually powers on. Because I'll be annoyed if I do all of this and it don't work. Especially seeing as he gave me two and the other one's sitting in the box in the bedroom. So if I did all this and it didn't work, I'd just throw it all in the bedroom and deal with it at some other point, because things like that frustrate me. Okay, one more brass collet to go, and I need to remember what I did with the servo screws. Can any of you lot help me? Did you see where I put them? No, don't worry, got them. Right. So, okay, that's the other brass collet. Take that off, and take that off so it don't fall on the floor. I'll grab our LiPo battery. I've got a nice little flat LiPo battery with a top mount, so it sits in the tray very well on this. So we'll take that off. I know I've been working this side of the car, but I'm sure most of you are familiar with a radio tray. If you're watching this, you've probably got one of these, Lossy or 30 degree north. Not much fun trying to get a battery out if the exhaust is hot though. I will give them that. It's a bit of a silly design. Oh yeah, talking of which, this is the old Lossy 5T pipe fitted on the 30. Courtesy of my good friend. I've put that servo in back to front. See how it's a good job. See, I didn't screw it all down, isn't it? See? So we're going to feed that out a bit more so that it goes under there. I'm going to pop that down in there like that. Pull some back. See, I'm really glad I didn't screw that in now. Is that going to be the right size? Do you know what? I think it's going to be a different size spline. Of course it is. How dang annoying is that? Right, so I need a double arm. I'm trying to think now where all my servo parts are. Right. That's really frustrating, and I hate things like that. So what are we going to do? I don't think there's any servo arms in this toolbox. I don't think there's any in there. Right, okay. That's a problem for another minute. All right. Let's turn the radio gear on. And then we're going to plug our steering servo in. Sorry, throttle servo in. Turn it on. Something moved. So we've got steering. And we've got throttle, which needs to be reversed. There we go. Right, so servo horn. Typical. Okay, right, but that's working. So we can screw it all down. We will, of course, throttle trim. Perfecto. Okay, right, so we'll turn that off. Turn that off. We'll screw that in. Now I'm still racking my brains trying to think where. I've got a bag full of throttle servo arms. And I'm just trying to remember exactly where that bag is. Hopefully if I can find one. I need a double arm. I've got a single arm that would fit. Actually, I don't know that a single arm, because that would be an 18 tooth as well. So, what teeth these are? Anybody know what teeth the Spectrum servo has, please? Can you Google it? SPM 906 servo. How many teeth is that on the servo horn? Slightly frustrating. You win some, you lose some. I don't know whether to pause the stream or just end it and then film the rest of it, or what we're going to do. Right, so let's put our on-off switch back in. Okay, so got a ladybird on my tyre. What are you doing in here? Off you go. Let you be free. Come here. Look, I'm sure it looks like dirt, and it is dirt because it's Bashfest dirt, but off you go. Goodbye. Right. Don't like bugs. So, alright, so that's the switch put back in. Now we can pop the receiver in. Quite a tight squeeze in this little radio tray. And pop the receiver in there like that. With the antenna coming out. Lovely. And now we squeeze the rest of those wires down in there. kill switch wire. Pull the pin out. Tray back in. Lovely. Okay, so that's all put in. Ready to rock and roll. Antennas there. Need to find me antenna straw. Now I saw that. Again, one of those things I've seen. But for the life of me, cannot remember where. But I also think I have another one, which will be with those servo teeth. So please bear with me. I will be as quick as I can, people. We'll give 4 or 5 minute intermission, something like that, you know. I need to go and try and find a servo horn, a double arm. Right, sorry people. Oh, we've still got a couple of people watching. Excellent. Right, thank you for watching out for this. Make sure no one run off with it. I managed to find a plastic horn. It's a double horn. And it fits. Alright, so now I've just got to transfer these bits over. Whatever all that malarkey is. Zibadoo. Okay, let's have a go. What can we do? That's the one. That's going to be really fiddly. Let's pop that out. Pop that out. That's a bit easier. I'll say, Bruce, that's a bit easier. Can actually get to what you're trying to get to now. Okie dokie. Okie dokie, picking a pokey. Alright. Oh, goody goody. Goody goody gumdrops. Oh no, you didn't, did you? Alright, there we go. Okay. We're back in England now, people. Right, so. And why is that one a different size? I mean, seriously? It's always the way, isn't it? Jeez. And I bet when I went walking off looking for... When I went walking, no, it's that one there. Right, there we go. I was going to say, I bet when I went walking off, I took the Allen key with me. Again, why didn't you lot tell me it was sitting right there? Right in front of your eyes. So, never mind. Who have we got locked in, by the way? Give us a shout, give us a wave, say hello. Drop a comment in the comments box. Let us know where you're watching from. It's always nice to know that there's someone there. I think the comments are working. Let me have a check, see. Pop that out of there, lovely. I won't bin that because we'll see if we can sort out the Ratley servo. Let's have a look. We've got any comments coming up here? Let's have a butchers, live chat, all messages. No, we've got no one's bothered to drop a comment yet. That's all right. I'm not too worried. Okay, right. So pop that off. And we'll bolt that one on now. So I hope you're all learning, and I bet you're all ready and waiting for the start-up, aren't you? That's what it's all about, really. All about hearing these little beasties fire up, isn't it? Right, a little bit of trim adjustment on that, possibly. But we'll deal with that in a minute. Could do a washer over it, that screw, really. I've got any? Probably not. Oh, yes, there we go. Right. Ah, there they are. That's what I was looking for. That's what I was looking for earlier. Okay, so there they're there. I'll remember that. I'm sure I won't. Right. I was looking for a pair of coil spacers. I knew I had some somewhere. And I couldn't find them, and I've just found them. So that's good news. Let's change for the smaller Allen key for this one, just to be awkward. And whiz that up. So yeah, getting closer to the fire up, people. Getting closer to banging a bit of two-stroke in her. So that's in. Movement on it, lovely. Right, who else has spotted the only other flaw in this plan? I bet no one has, have they? No one else has spotted the other potential flaw. Who thinks the screw from that servo is going to fit on this servo? Oh, because I don't. And I've just realised that. There we go, come on. Go through. That's it. Right. Oh, shall we try? Oh, lucky bugger. There we go. Right. Suppose I better go and get some two straight then, hadn't I? Be the next thing. Be right back. They're pre-mixed, 25-1, would you believe? That'll do for a little run. Okay, little warning for all you headphone users, it's going to get rather loud. So, I'm going to pop the battery tray cover back on. I'm going to move this back a bit as well so I don't smoke out my van. And we'll angle you guys back up a bit. There we go. Right. There we go. So, we should be ready to rock and roll. 30-degree north, new servo fitted. Cup of tea. Two-stroke. So, controller on. Car on. All right, now. Might need to adjust that, but we'll see. Okay, so starting. You make sure your kill switch is in the correct on-off position if you have a kill switch. We're going to prime it. It might take a little while because this was bone dry. Here we go. We've now got a nice flow of fuel, no bubbles, and a good flow on the return line. This is a choked car, but you can start it without a choke, and I'm going to show you how. For this, I'm going to take it off the stand. Right, we're going to need to bring you down again, aren't we? And bring it a little bit closer. Let's have a look. Right, there we go. Okay, so you can all see that. All right, lovely. Let's just tidy up a little bit here because I'm losing bits and pieces. Ooh. Okay, so we're primed. Primer bulb's primed, it's full. Carburettor is a choked carb, but the choke is currently off, so there's no choke. Okay, so I'm not going to choke it. I'm going to show you how to start it. Now, priming this bulb does not put petrol into your engine. No matter how many times I sit here pressing that, all I'm going to do is wear the bulb out, and then it'll crack and it'll split, and you get air leaks and all sorts of problems. You've filled the carburetor up, so the carb is now full, ready to rock and roll. Okay, now we need to get fuel into the engine. Easiest way to do this, if you don't have a choke, or we're going to do it without a choke, so you don't have a choke. Ignore the fact this has a choke, it's not on. I could take the air filter off and prove to you that it's not on, but I promise you, that's on, that's off. So the butterfly corresponds with your lever. So if your lever's flat, your butterfly's flat. If your lever's down, your butterfly's closed. Butterfly open, butterfly closed. Okay, so closed chokes the engine, hence the name, choke. Open, no choke. My lever is up, as you can see. That's down, that's up. Okay, so we've got no choke. Carb's primed, engine's ready to run, kill switch is on. I'm going to hold it with my feet just in case we get a runaway. We're just going to go 1, 2, 3 like that, really slowly. Okay, couple of times. That's getting close to wanting to fire now. There we go. There was a little tiny cough from that. She went, brrr. That was a good 4 or 5 pulls. Okay, now bearing in mind this engine was bone dry. She's needed to pull that fuel in without no choke. So we've got a bit of slack there, so that's almost at biting point now. I'm going to relower that and see if we can get it to, there we go. Right. That's now ready to fire. Okay, ready. 1, 2, 3. Not quite. Okay, let's give it a bit more. She's dry, remember. There we go. Oh, she might need a little bit of throttle, we'll see. So started without a choke. She's cold, hasn't been run for about 2-3 weeks. Okay, so just activate the kill switch there to stop it. This is all good. I'm going to give it a little rip. But before I do that, I need to adjust the brakes. because that one there is well off. That's where we want it. All right, let's take you guys out of here. Very carefully and gingerly. Where are you? Right, let's have a little look-see. There we go. Right, okay, so having done throttle and brake, I found a problem with the steering servo, but it's not a major problem. I just need to adjust where the horn is to get it to work. So that should just take 2-3 minutes to adjust. But yeah, all good, all running. I think I need to turn the idle up a little bit. She's conking out when I hit the brakes. That 30 pipe's very, very loud. Right, guys, I'm going to call it a day on this one. I'm going to do a little bit of tinkering. Thank you for joining, and catch you again soon.